You've been driving for 12 hours. The highway is a blur. It's 2 in the morning, and you are too exhausted to keep your eyes open for another mile. But renting a cheap room on the side of a quiet highway leaves you entirely exposed. You are essentially paying to lock yourself inside a glass box. You are stepping into a liminal space. It is a transitional zone stripped of normal social rules, supervision, and safety nets. Look at the structural layout. Secure hotels force everyone through a central lobby and keycard access points. Motels cut out the middleman, putting doors right on the asphalt. That design gives anyone off the highway a direct, unchecked path to your room. By removing all structural friction, a motel acts as an open invitation for opportunistic people you really do not want to meet. Take a solo driver passing through Virginia. Sometime around 1 a.m., he hits a wall of exhaustion and grabs the cheapest motel room available. 20 minutes after lying down, he hears a couple arguing loudly through the paper-thin walls. But the timing is highly suspicious. The voices never overlap. He soon realizes it's just one man, performing both sides of the fight. The fake argument stops. Total silence falls. Then a fist pounds on the shared wall, and a muffled voice whispers, "I hear you in there." The traveler hears a door click open outside, followed by heavy footsteps slowly pacing the concrete balcony directly in front of his room. He creeps to the window and peeks through a tiny crack in the blinds. A man's face is pressed flush against the glass, staring inside. This is the reality of motel geometry. You are forced into intimate proximity with erratic, unpredictable strangers, relying entirely on a single pane of glass to keep them out. That proximity makes surveillance incredibly easy. During a road trip through Oklahoma, college girls pulled into a highway motel to get some sleep. While checking in at the tiny lobby, one of the girls stated their room number aloud. She didn't notice the strange man in a black sweater standing silently in the corner, listening. Later that night, the stepmom opened her door to throw out some trash and found a strange man frozen in the hallway. Without breaking eye contact, he calmly walked into the single empty room separating the women's 2 booked rooms. Terrified, the women immediately packed their bags, demanded a refund at the front desk, and rushed outside to flee. But the parking lot offered no escape. Multiple men were already out there, testing car door handles and physically signaling to the man in the black sweater to converge on the women's vehicle. A hotel hallway is a monitored, enclosed environment. A motel exterior acts as an open hunting ground, giving predators the perfect arena to watch targets and spring coordinated traps. You might think staying at an entirely empty motel removes that danger, but a deserted lot actually amplifies it. 11 hours into a Florida road trip, a couple pulled off the highway at 1 a.m. into a completely dead property. The boyfriend walked back out to the car to grab a phone charger. When he turned around, a massive man in an ill-fitting trench coat was standing right next to their open room door. He rushed inside, locked the deadbolt, and dropped to the floor with his girlfriend. They spent 10 agonizing minutes watching the man stand perfectly still, staring at their door through the window crack. When daylight broke, they checked out and spoke to the owner. She confirmed there were 0 security cameras on the property, and that they were the only guests checked in that night. A skeleton-staffed, isolated motel ensures that if someone does decide to fixate on you, no one is coming to help. The victims in these situations did absolutely nothing wrong. They were simply exhausted drivers seeking rest, and roadside predators specifically hunt for that exact vulnerability. Exterior-facing doors, unmonitored parking lots, and a total lack of security staff combine to create a perfect blind spot. If you are too tired to keep your eyes open, you are better off locking your doors at a well-lit, crowded rest stop or paying the premium for a hotel with interior hallways. Trying to save $20 on a cheap roadside bed could end up costing you your life.